So I just had the limited slip welded up in the Miata, and I instantly noticed there's a lot more play in the rear end. So like any normal person would do, I started looking up polyurethane mounts, and that's when I came across diff void fillers. So these are made by Super Pro. They're only $40. They come with a lifetime warranty, and instead of replacing the whole bushing, they just fill up the empty void around that bushing and sandwich it in, which should make for a much simpler install. Normally you have to pull the diff out. You either have to like press, burn, or drill out the bushings. It's a lot of work. So this is a lot simpler, and in theory, since you still have the rubber bushing, you shouldn't really get any more noise and vibration, which polyurethane bushings are really notorious for. And since you're taking up all that free space, it should keep the diff from moving side to side and up and down. So it should be the best of both worlds in theory. But now I'm going to drive back to the house and get to installing these, and I'll briefly go over how to do it. So first things first, you're going to want to jack the rear of the car up and be sure to support the rear differential, because we are going to be undoing the mounting bolts. Which, once you crawl under the car on each side of the differential housing, you're going to see this. You're going to have to undo the 17mm right here and these two 12mm, and that will drop this bracket down so you can lower the diff. Then once you get this bracket down and lower the diff, you're going to take your bushing. It goes like that, straight in there. It takes up all the space. This is going to go into the carrier. Then up top, you're going to put this on top of the stock bushing, which, let me see if I can get it to focus here. There is one side that has a slightly flat edge, and that should go up top. I'd also recommend greasing the bushings just to prevent any squeaking. I'm going to be using some white lithium grease. But that's all there is to installing it. I will say be sure to take the car out of gear whenever you lower the differential. I was running into a problem, it wouldn't drop until I did that, then it came right down. But everything's in. I'm going to take the car for a quick drive, might do a skid or two and just see how it is, and then I'll give you my overall first impressions. So I decided to wait a little bit just to give things time to settle in, and it definitely helped to stiffen up the rear end. So these stock mounts are essentially just like a metal sleeve surrounded by rubber, and there's a lot of movement in it. You can actually just take it and move it with your hand, which with the welded diff you could really feel every bit of that movement. And since I've installed these, it's gotten rid of almost all of it, so it's definitely helped to get rid of all that play. I also noticed the shifter just feels better. Before on hard turns it would lean a little bit, and every once in a while it would actually miss third because of it. Now, are these mounts going to completely change the way your car handles? Probably not, but my first impressions, I definitely recommend them. They're affordable, they're easy to install, and they're completely reversible. If you don't like it, you can take them right back out. So there's nothing to really lose if you go with them. Now that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Obviously, if you have any questions installing them, I'll be more than willing to try and help you out with that. But I'll see you all in the next one.